Okay, let's look into this. How do you feel about your games currently?
So I think I'm on a losing streak. Not
Hmm.
losing streak, but I did lose like um, three, 3 or 4 games in a row.
Ah, okay.
But that only happened after after I got my behavior score back. So it's like
Ah, I see,
behavior
I see.
score updated. So it went from 9.1k to 9.4k. So I don't know why I started getting weird players again in my games. Or is it just me? I don't know.
Hard to tell, hard to tell. I'm not exactly sure how much the behavior score impacts games. I bet that the quality of the games decrease, and you probably have to mute more people. But Stoda is still Stoda.
Yeah. I mean, at 10k behavior score, you'd like only get like one player who would like grieve or
I
something.
didn't
Yeah.
expect you to be
Below
so...
that,
That's
it's like
lag.
uh, it's unpredictable.
30 seconds until digital sports. God, I really hope this match ends up being of any cosmic significance.
This was a weird game, and I mean, it's like all the 4 heroes were farming on my team,
Hmm.
so I wasn't sure what play to make as a team.
All right, let's see. Let's skip over the main stage first. I would probably level stun first to get the ability to secure CS. Then you have a stick, might be decent. I'm not exactly sure how many charges you're gonna get against Beast, but I like how you sound the Invoker. That's something. I would
Am I not
probably.
supposed to trade with the Invoker?
I think it's fine. Let's see. So use maledict and then a couple hits, and then what I'm just seeing now is that this guy, like, it's okay to zone this guy, but this guy, Beastmaster, is completely alone and has a 2v1 scenario right now. So if you like walk over here and you even block his path, he's gonna hit like, I don't know, 5 or 10 or even 15 auto attacks from you both combined, and then he's half HP, and this makes the lane easier. Like, even if you chase him back here, there's gonna be a new wave coming in, and then he's like safe to play again because you don't want to draw aggro. But if you zone him out and then move over here and play aggressive and go against this Beastmaster, I think that would be a great move. Look, he's even going at him. You could go like 2v1, just zone him out. But fair enough. Yeah, I love it. And then it creates the same scenario over and over again. So I would probably chase off this guy. Yeah, because this is what happens. And then it's kind of weird. Because now the wave is pushing, and then you're drawing. Yeah. Yeah, it feels weird. But if you see you're in a situation to like scare off one guy, then use this opening to connect on the other.
Okay.
And then save your maledict. I would really level stun first, because you don't have to spam your ability really at the beginning. I think you get super strong as soon as you get stun and level 2 maledict, and then you want to time it so you have the maximum damage output for it. If you just press it on somebody and then you trade and they like keep walking away, then you don't really have an efficient setup for it because the cooldown is so long, like 30 seconds. Yeah, you don't want
Yeah.
to waste the opportunity. That's alright. I like the pull. And now you can trade with this guy again. Yeah, so nice. Okay. And then I would want to see, okay, lane is full, so we can play over there. It's alright. Hashtag space.
Death, none of us suspected the repulsive hatred embedded in the heart of Radiant's career.
Nice, nice, nice. So from here on, like as soon as you see, okay, the Shadow Fiend actually knows how to press buttons and he's willing to fight with me if there's a great opportunity, I would be even more conservative with Maledict because I would really like, I would bet on main plays with this guy and trying to enable him.
Look at how
Okay.
invulnerable Dire's
Wait, the other
towers
ward
are.
is just out of range. Lol. Interesting.
Radiant's middle
Oh, I
tower
see.
is being
That's
attacked.
live. What can you do? Okay.
Just what the doctor
Yeah, we need some sort of region. Let's go back here. So you pulled, but even before this team fight, you need a new setup for region. Beastmaster's timing is gonna be like level 6, level 7. You don't really want to fight into this guy anymore. But on the laning stage, Shadow Fiend is actually really strong, especially if he's one of the Shadow Fiends that actually levels the races. So you want to have enough mana and HP to commit into the next fight. And then the next thing is, usually, if you want to go mid lane, then you would like probably look for runes. But I guess in this case you wanted to gank a sniper. But ganking snipers, it's difficult, let's say it this way. Like especially as a witch doctor. Maybe if you have a true stun that instantly connects, then it's easier. But it's just tough to run, especially if you only have like one stun, and maybe it's enough with Enchanted Mango if you did the math in your head. But I don't even know it, like from just doing it, because I don't have the witch doctor experience. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I was hoping that I'll get a rune. What's it called? The water rune.
Yeah. But then you need to be there really at minute 4.
Yeah.
So this trade is kind of mediocre. Like, who died first, actually? Yeah. So Tiny actually died first, which is really, really sad for him. And the next thing is that the potential that you have to play bottom and to kill this guy by just pressing 2 buttons is enormous. So you could have won mid lane by not making him feed, and you could have won bottom by just chilling with this guy and pressing a couple buttons.
So I have a question. So I have this mentality of like leaving my safe laner so that he gets XP, but that's actually a bad habit, and I don't know how to fix it.
So you can make it positive. You can say like, if I have a Phantom Lancer, then I leave him for XP, because this guy just wants to get level 6 and he's out. Maybe you can even say the same thing about Draw Ranger, but Draw Ranger might be like they dive Draw Ranger on the tower. I think if you have more HP and more health, then you want to look for opportunities anyway, and then they present themselves on the lane. So I think maybe you can like reverse engineer it and just have more HP and health, and then you're gonna realize, hey, I can press another spell. Where do I press it? Okay, with the guy who's closest to me with the safe laner.
Okay.
So yeah, we probably have to go back base. And Shadow Fiend now jungles, and now we have to, like, in the ideal case, we can communicate right now with Shadow Fiend. Do you want to keep solo jungling, or do you want to go back to lane at some point? Because you could like communicate that you have, like, you could ping maledict, and then you can say, hey, we could kill somebody. But if it looks like he's still jungling, then yeah, you probably go top.
Okay. I was just assuming that he's gonna come back, so I went to the lane anyway.
Fair enough. Like, if he's low HP and has TP ready, maybe he TP's back to you. But I would try, in this case, I would try to communicate it, because there are really different options that you can solidly take, and it's not obvious. But you don't really want to be solo here. Like, your XP is not the most important thing, and instead you can like kill somebody easily with those super strong spells in the early game. But let's see what Seraphine does. He probably comes back to you. Yeah, perfect. That's perfect. And then, yeah, now it's just a matter of setting it up. And if you get the stun, if you get the connection and some raises, he's probably dead. Fair enough. Like, in 16 seconds you can just go again. No problem.
So looking back at the replay, I feel like we could have won the lane harder. Like if I would have left.
Yeah, definitely.
If I would have just used my spells.
And then again, use maledict on the target that takes the most damage. And you're not the main damage dealer before you have level 6, so you want to use it, like, you want to use it to set up Shadow Fiend to do it. And right now, like, Shadow Fiend has no way of touching this guy. If he runs at this guy, he's just coming on him, and then he instantly, like, he can't ignore Beastmaster, like, just psychologically. Of course he could, and just tank, like, I don't know, 200 HP, and then he would die, but people don't do that. So instantly go for this guy if he comes close. So Shadow Fiend can actually like double raise him, and then he's just dead from maledict. Yeah, he would have died from maledict. That's what I thought, yeah. As soon as the wave is way out here and Shadow Fiend, your carry is still up there, you want to be with him or communicate that you're not there. If I play carry, I always forget it. Like, people pull, people disappear, and then I just solo die. Happens so many times. But nice. Okay. We kinda had the information there. Like from my mindset, I would think of it aggressively again and like, okay, when can I use maledict so Shadow Fiend can hit? And Shadow Fiend is not with him, so I'm not gonna be aggressive here. And the next thing is we knew, okay, this lane is like moving back and Beastmaster is just connecting. But I think that comes with time.
Okay.
But yeah, the help not to get in those situations is just to think like actively, how can I use aggressive spells and who do I need them for? Shadow Fiend, and if he's not with me, then I'm not going to use it.
Top is missing.
Alright. Yeah, we have different options again. I would probably go bottom again. I feel like if you combo once, they can still die, and Shadow Fiend actually benefits from laning. Yeah, this for example. Yeah. Nice. Ah. Yeah, but he just died. Like, he just died. It legit needs one maledict and maybe 2 races and he's dead.
I'll take that.
So that was really good. I would probably buy
They,
Regen
they
for
also
Shadow
had
Fiend.
they also had the hawk over there.
I would probably be sitting with Shadow Fiend still. Because he... like, nothing changed. Nothing really changed. For, like... Your spells are not on high cooldown, so you can play. And this guy had still mana, so you can play. And Beastmaster actually used his ulti. So everything that changed was a change in your favor, so you can do the same action again.
I see.
And then Tiny, on the other hand, like, if you want to play with Tiny, you can just check his items, and you can see, okay, he has a haste. Oh, but look at the blink dagger timing. So even though he has a haste, he's probably not going to run anywhere. He's just finishing his blink, and we don't want to disturb him right now. And if we look at Shadow Fiend, we know, okay, he wants his core stuff. He needs some, like, laning time or some protected jungle time, or we can be with him. Yeah, Tiny should be farming and saving the haste. That's alright. Yeah, he's just wasting time. As soon as he gets blink, he can kill people. And you can smoke actually with him.
Top is missing.
And then in this position again, I would probably look at the map and, okay, this guy is a meteor hammer, so maybe you can even push together. So taking this objective usually is the right thing, but your hero doesn't exactly do it. Like, your hero is a teamfight hero, and so you want a teamfight off cooldown, basically.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked. Dire's middle tower taking damage.
Yeah. Like, again, once you push here, you basically hoping that someone TPs in so you can kill him. But everybody is bottom and just killed your carry. So it's kind of weird.
So in a situation like this, should I like sentry the bottom area, or it's fine if I just roam like this?
Let's go back a little bit. So there was this mid lane aggression. And then you died.
This was my mistake for not carrying the dust. That's like...
yeah, I see. But then again, playing mid lane is just difficult because this guy doesn't have ring dagger yet and item damage, blah blah blah. But then I would probably try to be bottom again, yeah, and then secure his jungle area. Yeah, I think that would be the right play. Just because you want to look for fights and you can pressure tower anyways. So I think right now, even the strongest teamfight hero with you is the Shadow Fiend until Tiny gets blink. And then we see... when was your respawn? Let's see what you see. Yeah, you instantly TP top, but we saw Invoker down here, we saw Beastmaster down here, and I think you, Shadow Fiend and maybe +1 can actually defend the tower and get kills here.
Top is missing.
So, ideally, isn't he supposed to leave the lane, or is he supposed to stay?
I guess it depends on the hero. I feel like, for example, if you're Chuck Hero, or if you're Shadow Shaman, as soon as you hit level 6, you can get buildings. Like, you can, as Shadow Shaman, you get level 6, you just TP mid lane, you press an ulti, the tower is gone. And then, like, whatever your carry is doing, the objective is more important. But as a Witch Doctor, your ability to take objective is really limited. So you wanna you want to be where you protect areas the most. And the most important area right now is this bottom area. Even in the beginning, maybe we talked about this before, that the triangle is not as effective as it used to be because there's one camp missing. So the most effective area to farm, especially in the early game, right now is the on jungle. And if you can protect this area for a hero like Shadow Fiend or Phantom Lancer or like Luna, whatever, then the carry really benefits, and you actually get to use the spells because the offlane is going to try to get some aggression on your carry.
Okay, that makes sense.
But then, okay, once you're here, I think you played this really nice. You didn't show on wave, and so if somebody TPs in here actually dies, that's great. Then let's look at the board. That's alright.
Dire's top tower is being attacked. Radiant's middle tower
I was a little bit tilted.
You might die there, yeah. Oh, you can just press ult.
So I was trying to bait her silence.
Okay.
I was just trying to sidestep.
I think you wait until there's like one creep. Right now I would move in, and then I would set a stun on her, and then just instant ulti. And even if you lose only half HP, I think he still dies from maledict. Oh yeah, you have max maledict as well. Yeah, I would stun right here, and then set ulti, and maybe it's in for 2 seconds. Because yeah. 1, 2, 3, yeah, because the bounce as well. He would have died. But it's alright, Nice try. But look at the long-term consequence of this. This guy stopped attacking top, so I would go back top and finish this job, because even your aggression, like successful or not, the main goal is still to create space so this guy can take tower, but he forgot about it, and so I would go back and fix his mistake.
That's what I did next.
Yeah, perfectly. Yeah. Look. That's nice. So the next tower that's really coming up. Yeah, cool. Yeah, everybody with TPs here can die, definitely. But the next tower that's coming up is mid lane. So I would TP mid lane right now, especially if you see that the fight is going on. Maybe you finish the skill and now TP mid lane instantly, and then sit together with your Shadow Fiend and just threaten this mid lane tower. Fair enough.
So why did everyone die there? Because you said we should push mid lane.
Yeah.
and we did, but
it was just, I think, unorganized is maybe the word. So this line TP's in, so you couldn't instantly help. But as soon as this guy is dead, the next objective has to be mid lane, and then you probably look mid lane. And then you see, okay, they're playing here, and there's tiny getting gone on, and then you TP already, and then you see, okay, nice, he tossed him, and then he's just tossing him back. And so you could have, stayed mid lane there. And then you see, okay, well, even if I miss this, then Shadow Fiend is coming mid, I want to play with Shadow Fiend anyways, so I TP mid now, and then this guy would die. And then, like, the opportunity of crushing you, and for example, this aggression could have been stopped if you would have been there. And now, of course, like, all of your cores are dead. I still think it's worth to trade off lane against support. And it's, like, technically still right to play around mid lane. But, yeah. And then the aggression they do there, that's not on you. That's alright. Yeah, this is way too deep. He died in his own river before, and now he wants to play here? That's alright. That's life. Yeah, so I think the way how you get quicker decisions is by thinking about the next goal. And if you, for example, once you lasted here, you play on this side, and you keep pushing, and you lasted and finish this tower, then you have a little bit of time, and you can already think about the next goal. And then it has to be mid lane. I mean, you can't really take Roche with this lineup right now. And mid lane is half HP. And then you see Tiny doing some action, you see Sheriffing going there, and you can instantly TP.
Okay.
But I like that you walked mid lane actually. And your execution in the team fight there was nice as well. Okay, we're top again. This is kind of risky because it could bounce anyway. It's happening. Nice. Get him. Yeah, good job.
The thing is, this Chow had no game, but the sniper later on carried. So
yeah.
So should we have like shifted our focus towards sniper?
Maybe. I'm not exactly sure how you do this, because for example, if he's farming the triangle, like there's no way of you actually walking up. The only way to get closer to sniper is to take mid lane and then control this area and just slowly starve them. But I think taking this kill was nice. And for example, now I would, like, if in my mindset, I would be like, hey, we just killed the carry. Let's take mid. Like, they're one less. Let's take mid again. And this is still really burning on my mind. This tower needs to fall. We're 60 minutes in already. We have to get this. Yeah, and this is how he can he can push this tower with his team, and then a tiny solo tries to defend this, and of course he fits in because he's solo. And meanwhile, like all the I don't know, off lane struggling. I think this area here is controlled anyways, and if you want to get further control, then you want to take mid lane tower.
Yeah. I was trying to get in a deeper wall, even deeper. But I wasn't sure where to place it.
I just want to look at mid actually. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, and mid lane finally fell. That's alright. Now you have some time to recover. Oh wait. Let's see what happens. So we want to look at Shadowfiend items. He's going Desolator, which is nice. And then the next goal is Roche, but you have some time until you have to do it. So maybe you can smoke with somebody who wants to play. You can see if Tiny wants to go back base and fill up mana, or if you have people here that want to play. In this case, I would probably push out the lane. And then move together with the team and look for opportunities to play with Tiny.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
What's happening?
Radiant's bottom tower under fire. Dire's top tower is
They took the bottom tower.
I think with your playstyle, you need to play Chikiro, or you need to play Shadow Shaman. Because if you're Shadow Shaman and you've pushed the wave to this, you clear this creep wave, you set ulti, and they actually have to react. Like you can simply trade this tower just by being Shadow Shaman. But if you're Witch Doctor, you cannot be camping on lane like this. You have to play active with teammates, because all the spells you have and all the cooldowns you have, they are hero damage. So you wanna get hero damage out.
So, just to confirm, so like I should be playing bottom, right? The whole time? Like the jungle area?
I think not as a general rule, but as soon as there's like no clear objective to take, you want to look for team fights, or like each hero wants to use his spells. And as a Witch Doctor, you want to use spells, and they are team fight spells. So you want to look for fights, and then you can look at your team and say, okay, who's a guy who wants to do it just as I do, and that would be Tiny, of course. Like Tiny doesn't want to hit creeps. Tiny wants to blink in and get some kills, maybe on sniper or whatever. So I would be buying smoke, and then I would walk towards Tiny, and then I would just press smoke and move together.
Okay.
And then it doesn't matter where actually. Like, if there's not a real objective to take, obviously, then you can fight wherever you want. And the main thing is you want to fight on your heroes, because Tiny's early game is super strong, your early game is super strong. And so every second you jungle right now against Straw Ranger and Sniper and Beastmaster becomes more difficult for you.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
We've been there. Yeah, and there again, I would just meet up with Tiny, walk together, and kill like one guy who's walking alone, or even start a team fight. I'm just looking at the minimap, sorry. Yeah, and then, yeah, look, if Tiny comes, you just get a kill. And you just get another kill. And look, this is exactly even in front of the tower, like one of their most safest places. You can just walk there and get kills if you're together with Tiny. And I think at every point in the game, you could have just decided, let's get smoke, and let's just kill people. Alright, that's life. But I love it. This is so much space for Shadowfiend. This is space where they can pressure objectives. And this is, yeah, you get return kills. That's alright. And then same thing. We wanna ensure, like, even if we look at Tiny, maybe we even buy 1 or 2 mangoes and we just go to him with a smoke, and then we can play together.
Okay.
Nice, you have a smoke. Yeah, Now just press it. Nice, perfect, perfect. Let's see what happens. Let Tiny go first, because he has to blink. Cool. You can use it on Tiny. Nice. I think he's just dead. Yeah, of course. Cool. If he wants, you can instantly go. You can go more. Way more. Go, 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 go. Yeah. as if you could change anything right now. But yeah, this is exactly what you can do. And I think you could have done this, I don't know, 6 minutes before? 8 minutes before even? Really early.
Yeah.
As soon as this guy hits Blink Dagger and you're level 6, it's time to go.
I was like confused that this play works out, but me controlling the top area doesn't work out.
Yeah. And
so that makes sense.
Yeah, and from my perspective, yeah, this possibility, yeah, like you've always been stronger in team fights. The whole time you have been stronger. You guys just didn't team fight together.
Bottom tower is being attacked.
Alright. Tiny is top, so I would probably try to move top again. If Tiny's not here, it's difficult.
Yeah, we all see here.
Yeah.
I think it goes downhill from here.
Yeah. Let's try to recognize the scenario again. What the main cue was here. So
I didn't want to push that down.
Yeah. So if we look at the map, we see 3 people here. We know they all just respawned, and we see Tiny is top. So if this fight happens, it's a 3 versus 5, and there is no objective to take. So even if you win this fight, this is not worth it unless your carry is like, for example, if Tiny would be here and Shadowfiend would be here, then you can take this fight because it doesn't matter. Like Shadowfiend is gonna farm, and you can kill somebody because you have a Tiny, which is really strong, and you want to fight. But if Shadowfiend is involved in this, he's a really valuable asset. So you want to move him away from team fights. And if he's down here, I would probably ping him and I would be like, hey, dude, why are you even Shadowblade? Like, what are you even doing here? We can see Sniper. We don't see anybody else. We have to go back. Yeah, no, it's just that. And here as well, he goes back up again. This guy has balls. yeah. But I would just retreat, like, instantly. Even if he gets roared. Like, there's so many queues to be like, nope, I'm out of this.
I was like so tilted at this.
Yeah, I bet.
I think they got Roche and everything.
Yeah.
And our draw is found.
But same story. We have we can dust again. We can smoke together with Tiny, and we can just fight.
I think we ran out of smokes. I was trying to find them, but we just ran out.
Maybe Tiny used all of them. I don't know. I would put them in quick buy and spam them.
Okay.
Like every time they go off cooldown, we just spam them. Like Tome of Knowledge. Alright, but I love it. You together with Tiny.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
Nice. And now we need some, like if we look at the map and we want to play in this area, we need some vision advantage. But this is great. He's just dead. Cool. Nice. You can play. Still play. You probably don't want to chase first, but I love the attempt. Oh, OD. Yeah, but this is how you do it. You can go super aggressive. And now, I think now is Roche time. But I think your team is gonna die here. Like, the worst thing that could happen is that they just respawn and you all die there. Let's see what actually happens. Yeah. This looks about right. Yeah. Okay, Tiny's still alive, but this guy's dead. Nah, now it's not the time to fight again. Like, your cores are low, they don't want to fight. This Shadowfiend, man, he's really ambitious.
We didn't buy BKB, like, SF and who was Tiny.
It's still a great Roche timing. Yeah, it might work once. Oh, this is so close, actually. Look how fascinating this is. Even though, like, your heroes were super low and you didn't have the ward advantage, you almost still win the team fight.
This is all just random. No, this makes sense.
But he's just dead as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he died.
Yes, yeah. So your hero is really strong. But, yeah. I still think the clean play would have been win this fight, take Roche, sit back for 2 minutes, refresh stuff and get items, smoke again, get another kill, take top tower, take mid tower, take Roche, rinse repeat.
Radiant's top tower is under siege. Radiant have fortified their towers.
Again, you don't want to be first. Oops. Wasn't too much. But nice. I like that you play in this area. And Roche right now is the objective that you want to go for. Yeah. Ping it. Super nice.
I ping it and then no one shows.
That's alright. So the play that you can do there, if it's unsure what exactly you want to do, or if you can take Roche, you can either like make the call to just return and finish some items if you look at their stuff and see what happen, or you can smoke. And smoke usually gives you the leverage, the tool to just jump in. He used BKB, cool. We just kited. Easy clap. Again, I will probably reset.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
Yeah, it's probably dead.
Top tower is under siege.
I think with smoke you have an easier edge into situations like this.
Okay.
Yeah, like you don't want to slowly siege high ground against sniper and ranger. That feels weird. Alright. Yeah, this guy's dead.
And what do you think my next item should have been?
Let's check items. Evelance is fine. Shard was really nice, obviously. Good question.
I want Blink to like get on top of sniper.
Not sure if
no
this is
one
your
else.
job. Maybe. Do we have Vessel already? Vessel might be great. But I think it's fine. Like if you go Ghost Scepter and then yeah. It's not the worst. Maybe even BKB. I'm not sure if the extra damage actually wins you the game. So from my perspective, the main thing you want to really do is cast the spells as much as you can, and then you just need things that enable you to do it. I think Glimmer is great because you can like get in and shard. Maybe still a 4 stuff. Or Ghost Scepter instead, yeah. And then I would probably try BKB and just like stand there like a tank.
Okay.
But I think either way, like I think the thing with Witch Doctor here, or maybe specifically in this game, I'm not sure. But I don't think it's deciding what you buy in this game. Like you probably didn't lose this game because of your item build. Yeah, it's really just about hitting the spells. Like as soon as you get maledict on somebody, that's amazing. Yeah. How did he die?
Who died?
Oh
yeah,
shit! Exactly the same way. Yeah. Fighting into high ground. Oof. Holy smokes! They have a lot of damage. What a sniper items. Yeah. Now they probably have Roche. Yeah. Let's just look at the position again.
I was ready to die.
Alright. Nice try. Yeah. So like there are many things, small things that you could have done better, like in team fight and position wise and board placement, but they don't really have a big weight here. I think the main thing you want to take away from this game seems to be that you want to fight with Witch Doctor as much as you can, together with the strongest teamfight hero on your map, and that's Tiny. And so you just wait until Tiny has the one item, and then like Blink Dagger usually, and then you fight with him. Like either he goes Shadow Blade or Blink, and then you just fight with him. And for laning stage, you want to be more aggressive, and you want to be aggressive with Maledict against the guy that actually takes damage. And even though it looks like, okay, squishy supporter, we can kill him, if there's no follow-up damage, he doesn't die. So I think if you fix those two things, and you just have the heroes that want to fight, you fight, and in laning stage you look to take the vulnerable target, then you should be good to go in Windows games.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then a question about
sure.
laning stage. So yeah, so basically my mentality was like, I don't have to like, I need to, what's it called? I need to not allow this Beastmaster to get level 2.
Okay.
But I didn't abide by that by the rule, so I started hitting Invoker. So that was a mistake. But
And just look for those 2v1 scenarios. Where was it? I think right at the beginning. Yeah, where you harass really nice, but then we have a 2 against 1 scenario, and that's where maledict comes in, because this guy actually takes damage, and not this invoker, and then you can get, like, you leverage it, and maybe I'm always not exactly sure about this, but maybe even this action alone, like if Beastmaster would have been half HP here, maybe this action alone changes the game in such a positive way that you win it. Like, so many things can happen in Dota, it's crazy, from really small things. Yeah, and then the way. That's alright. But I have to say I really like that you actually put out aggression. Like, most people, they don't even go in invoker, like they don't put pressure on heroes at all. So I think this is really strong from you to begin with, and then you can actively look for the 2v1 scenarios, because this, oh look, actually this guy is half HP just from Shadow Fiend, so he would have definitely died.
Yeah.
But nice. Yeah, I like. Did you play Shadow Shaman or some other like push heroes as well? I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, I did.
Because I feel like if you try Jakiro or Shadow Shaman, then your positioning of pushing on top, like the idea is really nice, and then you just need a hero that fits that that pattern.
Yeah.
Or you can just adapt it a little bit and look for team fights and opportunities. But cool.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned that which doctor controls you guys, so I will play according to it now, because I didn't know his functionality until now.
Yeah. All right. Maybe so far for today.
Yep.
And see what you can do with this. And then I am looking forward to get your feedback on how things changed, or what helped, or what you learned over the time. I find myself learning really a lot from this by talking about it. And then if I talk about it, I have to think about it. And then many things I might know, like, unconsciously, they get conscious. And then each game I can see, okay, what works, what doesn't work. So I always enjoy it really much as well, because I always think I personally get better, a lot better each session as well. So that's great.
Yeah. You always learn something new every day in
Yeah.
Dota.
Yeah, that's a great thing about it. Cool.
Yeah. Thanks so much for the session.
Sure, you're welcome. Good luck, and see you next time.
See you.
Bye.